Today we are going to be drawing a picture from a bird's eye view. A bird's eye view is from up above, as if you were a bird flying in the sky, and it makes everything below look smaller and flatter, and it's a different perspective. Today for this project, you're going to need a piece of white paper, a black marker, and some crayons. If you don't have crayons, you could use colored pencils or markers, but I like crayons because it's going to be a good contrast in the background from our focal point, which is going to be an airplane. So we're gonna draw an airplane flying over the land, but the land is going to look like it looks when you're up in an airplane. Maybe you've been in an airplane before and you've looked out the window and you see the landforms below you, and you'll see a lot of geometric shapes and a lot of colors. And you don't see all of the details that you would if you were down below. So that's the perspective we get. So we're gonna start by drawing our airplane, which is gonna be the middle focal point here. So you can follow along with me to do that. I'm gonna do that with my black marker. If you feel like you wanna do it with pencil first and then go over it with black marker, you could do that too. All right, I'm gonna make it a good size in the middle here. And I'm first just gonna make kind of a curved, slightly curved line like that. Not too much of a curve, but a little bit. And then when I get here, I'm just gonna, on the end, I'm just gonna pull that line in like so. So just a little curved line in, which will be the nose of the plane. Now let's finish up the top of it. So we'll make this end a point. So I'm gonna bring this up this way, curve it, and then bring it down like that. I made mine a little bit high there. Maybe not quite so high next time. That's okay. All right, let's put a tail on the plane. So we're gonna do two sort of curved triangles on the back, like that. And then we'll give it some wings. So same sort of thing, but just bigger on the bottom and the top. Just like that. And then one on the top. I like to make them angled going back a little bit because that's how plane wings are, to give it the aerodynamics it needs to fly. And then a window. So the window, lot of kind of curved triangles in this drawing. Another little, more like an L shape here. And then some windows. You could either make them like squares or rectangles. I'm gonna make them more of an oval shape, right alongside all the way up to the window like that. All right, if you want to put some details, like airplanes usually have, like, I don't know, they might have some stripes on the wings, or maybe a line down here, right? Let's see, I'll make it from there. You can do that as well. Okay, then we're gonna color in our plane. So sometimes planes are white. If you wanted to kind of keep it mostly white and add just some accent colors, maybe your lines or something, you can. You could make it a light blue color. You can choose whatever color you want to make your plane. I think I'm actually going to keep mine mostly white today, and then just add some little accents. I'm going to do some red and blue accents here. So I'll just add a line there. There. All right. I don't really have a lot of room up here. Maybe I'll do the blue line down here, like that. Okay. I feel like it needs a little something around these windows, so maybe I'll just kind of do that in blue. Alrighty, now the next thing we need to do is draw the land below. So for that, I'm going to use a gray crayon. If you don't have gray, you could use brown too, but we want to divide the ground up in different shapes, because when you're flying up in a plane and you look below, that's what the land looks like. It just looks, you just see all the, because of the streets and the patches of different grass and things, when you're that high up, it just looks like a variety of shapes. So I'm gonna draw a variety of shapes in the background. When I get to my plane like this, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna obviously draw the line through the plane. So maybe I'll draw like a big line across there and then break that up into shapes. Now they don't have to be just squares and rectangles. There could be angled lines too, because there are angled streets, right? And then maybe you could get some sections that are in half and others not. Okay, so you're gonna just separate it all in the bottom. Now, if you wanna make like a curved, any curved lines or rivers or lakes, you could do that too. All right, so I'm just gonna break it up. And sometimes when you see farm fields and stuff, you see all those lines in the field, like rows of corn, you know, so you might see all those lines. Maybe I'll add a little farm field there with some lines. Maybe this will be draw a lake right there, and then one more line right there. Okay, separated my background. Now I'm going to grab earth tones, because this is the land below, so we're not going to use bright colors like purple and pink and you know, orange, because we want this to look like land. So land would be colors like different shades of green, browns, blacks, grays, and then even blues for water. So I'm gonna grab all those types of colors: black, brown, green, and I have a couple shades of green. I have a light green. I have this greenish yellow color even. You could grab some golden colors if, you know, you have a cornfield or something. And then I'm gonna grab my blue as well for the water. Okay. All right. Now I'm just gonna color my different sections with those earth tone colors. And you can just kind of divide it up and decide what colors you want where. Just make sure you don't color the airplane. All right. I'm gonna start coloring those now. Okay, and I'm done with my bird's eye view. So I have my land here. Obviously it's like the country or the farm fields or something, because we see a lot of grasses and those earth tones. So those, remember, are the colors you're gonna be using, are those earth tones. I put a couple bodies of water over here. And then I decided also to add some little circles in a couple areas, which represent like a line of trees or a little forest. If you saw some trees from way up above like that, they would just look like little, you know, circles or puffs of something. You wouldn't see the trunk or anything. Those gray lines represent my streets and sidewalks and divisions between the different parts of land. And then I have my airplane as my focal point above, flying over that whole area. I think it's so amazing when you fly in an airplane, and if you never have flown in an airplane, you could try to look up some pictures or videos online to see how the earth looks from up there and how beautiful it is with all of the geometric shapes and colors. It's just such a different perspective than when you're down on the ground. All right, well, when you finish your picture, please please post it to Seesaw. That is how I will know that you did it. And I hope you have a great day. Have fun.